Hey there, and welcome to Rayon's Basics tutorial series. If you need more information about Rayon, you can book a demo with our team using the link in the description. You can also create a free Rayon account and use the templates below to draw along with me as we go through this tutorial. Let's dive in. This tutorial is going to be all about how to use templates in Rayon and create your own custom templates. I'm starting off from Rayon model, and I'll just give you a sneak peek at one of my templates to explain what a template is. It's where you'd set up the resources which you use again and again for any typical project. So for example, as you can see here, I have some of my doc set templates. This can be cover sheet and a legend. I have a few versions of these. I have my title blocks, so horizontal, vertical ones, and also some sheet templates. So FF&E sheets for specs, and maybe, ones with a more larger image for like mood board vibe. Other than my typical sheets, which I can just start and grab whenever I start a new project, I also have some standard components that I use again and again. So these can be, for example, specific openings in specific size according to my localization or brand I tend to use. This can be symbols, so north arrow and more. And you're also seeing here some things that have to do with styles. So I have here different styles that I use across my drawings to make them all feel consistent and align with my branding. So this can be different text in different sizes, fonts, and colors. So like a color palette that I use again and again, and also different material, hatches. These are already scaled and prepped. When it comes to blocks and styles, we also have something called block and style libraries. So there's another tutorial about that. Even more exhaustive tutorials about how to use Rayon blocks, create them, or how to edit styles in Rayon. But the general idea is that you would place on your template different styles, different blocks, and all the different resources you need when you get started with a project. If you're architect, designer, construction manager, you may already have this kind of structured, and placing it as a template in Rayon will enable you to use it again and again on the go. So how do you create this template? It all starts with clean new model. Let's go to the Rayon workspace and create one. So this is a model that is similar to any other type of model you would create for your project, but the difference is that we're going to publish it at the end of the day. So starting off with just a model, it's empty. I can start drawing my different components here. I can import them from the block library, and I can set their style. Everything starts from here. And at the end of the day, we can achieve something that looks like my template, which we were just looking at. Just a quick tip, if you're working in Rayon for a while and you already have, various projects you've created, you can copy paste things onto your model from canvas to canvas. So just for an example, I'll select the different elements that I used in one project. I can click on copy as export, place them in a model, then clean them up. I may want to, delete the actual floor plan I had for a specific model, but leave all the resources around it, again, like these title blocks and spec sheet templates and such. Once we're set and we have all the components we need on the canvas, we can go and publish it. You can also always republish it and refresh it. You do this from the right top button. Click here on the share. And this is where all of the different collaborative sharing panels of Rayon is. So you can see here the template tab, and all I have to do is simply toggle on this tab. And we'll go back and we'll see that it's been published. And as I mentioned, if you go back and change anything on your template, if you changed your company's logo, or if you want to change or bring in a new design, simply place it on your canvas. And whenever you click this update button, the template will update. So whoever accesses it from your team, or if you access it again, in your next project, it's going to be up to date. One thing you want to remember, which I forgot, was to change my template's name. So when I create a new model, it's going to be called new model. Let's call this my new template. And let's go ahead and update as we just discussed, because we changed something, the name. So I'm going to go ahead to templates and update. And now let's head to the main menu and see how it looks like from our workspace. And there you go. On our workspace, we can see my new template, which is indicated with this purple tag. So if I hover over it, I can see that this is my published template. If I need to make any changes to my model, I can also click on these three dots, move its location, change its name, and so on and so forth. The idea is that now if I want to start a new project with my template, I just have to go ahead to the new model. And instead of creating a blank model, I can click on the drop down, which will load my templates. And there you go. I'll see here all the different templates that I created. So my new template is right here on the bottom. I have a lot. Okay. So this is one thing to know about your template. The other is that if you create your template within a shared organization, you'd be able to share this template across all your team members. So you'd have the owner of the template, which is in charge of updating it, is the only one that can change it, but all the other teammates can create standardized docs using this template set. Now, one last thing about templates, you can also find our template tab on the left panel right here. And when you click on it, you're going to find hundreds of templates made in Rayon for you guys to use and customize. So you'll see here we have various use cases, different templates. You're welcome to use the search bar. So if you are looking, for example, for a template for a specific room type, project type, or other use case, you can type it in. So for example, let's look for a construction site template. I'll just type it in, and I already see that all the templates associated with construction sites are popping in here. If I just, for example, double click on a template, it will create a copy of this model, which I can then customize and use for my own use case. So here is a construction site template. As you can see, let's zoom in. It already has some built-in legends, which can of course be customized, but it's a good starting point to have some colors, line weights and types, dashes, arrows, anything you'd need if you're working on a construction site. And these apply also for millwork templates and more. So I invite you to take a look at all our different Rayon templates and start customizing your own template to streamline you and your team's work. Thanks for watching this tutorial. If you have any more questions, you're welcome to book a demo with our team by using the link in the description. You can also join our community and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more videos like this. Have a good one.